All the Saints were definitely able to make sure that they held on to the Blues and tell them that there is a reason why we are called the Saints at the St. Mary's Stadium. Very warm welcome to you sport lovers across the globe. Welcome to Mega Sports on Omega 101.7 FM radio, your own radio. But it is a sporting Wednesday morning. Quickly, what are our top stories this sporting morning? Jake Paul is reportedly set to fight Anderson Silva after looking to the fact that he was not able to take on Hasim Rahman Jr. Updates from the ongoing US Open. Assisat Oshoala returns to training. Southampton stunned Chelsea at the St. Mary's Stadium. And we'll be giving you every transfer updates this morning. Well, it promises to be a fun-packed ride this morning because I'm not alone in the building. I have my very co-analyst this morning, Benjamin. Quickly, good morning to you.
Well, good morning, Oscar. Good morning, Muna, and good morning, listener. Welcome to Mega Sports on Omega 101.7 FM.
Well, quickly, Oscar, good morning to you. That's been a very long one.
Yeah.
Chelsea yesterday. It's
Yeah.
one of the reasons.
Yeah, no, not really. If that was to be a reason, I wouldn't be here actually. I would have run away, but yeah, it's been a while and I was so eager to come back to the show, to make a return. I've missed doing this with you guys.
Oh,
and
definitely.
I'm happy to be here again.
Definitely. You are welcome once again. Quickly, the flow promises to be fun, packed, and interesting because we'll be moving 360 degrees around the world of sports. We'll be giving you everything that you need to know from every sporting event that is to come to your doorstep this morning. Quickly, we'll begin from the camp of boxing this morning, where Jake Paul is reportedly set to fight Anderson Silva on the 29th of October, because remember that he was supposed to take on Hasim Rahman Jr. and everything that happened initially, it was supposed to be Tommy Fury, but after every whole visa issue, it was Hasim Rahman Jr. He chickened out of the fight. Now it is Anderson Silva. Quickly, Oscar, what are we to expect? Jake Paul now reportedly has a fight already at hand.
Seriously, I don't like that we are still giving this guy airtime because yeah, he's turned out to be a joke. Because you can't just keep billing fights and then not fulfilling those fights, and you're going to take on Anderson Silva and the Anderson Silva of UFC.
Definitely the Anderson Silva.
I don't know what is wrong with he needs somebody to get in a ring with him and give him a real beating. Like, he needs a beating so that he will calm down. Like, what you're taking like a legend of UFC and you want to. It doesn't matter the ring that whether it's the boxing ring or the octagon. He's going to clean you up. Like, I don't think I think it's time we stop giving
Muna, just like Oscar has already said, I think Jake Paul is just like playing with us, playing with our minds. I don't think that this fight we will surely chicken out. We will surely put out saying that I never said this. I was just joking. Perhaps the next let's say opponent we think of perhaps maybe Tyson Fury or Anthony Joshua. Like Oscar at least said, we should stop giving him let's say that airtime. He does not deserve it. He just this fight and this fight that. He's just trying to play with us. He's a comedian.
Chasing clout and getting followers.
Let us think if this fight is going to happen, because now, since a date has already been fixed, dates were fixed, but due to one or two events that occurred, let us see if this is going to be.
And see, another event will surely happen, because maybe it's okay. This time around, I have some injury. I can't make the fight. See, Jake Paul, like I said, he's a YouTuber. He just doing this for content. Remember, just imagine that now he has announced this fight. We gather in his YouTube channel. He's just doing that to generate content. All I know is this: the fight is 70% not likely not to happen.
70% likely not to happen. But we'll see if that is going to be the case for Jake Paul up against Anderson Silva. Now moving over to the tennis court this morning. Something happened yesterday. Rafael Nadal was in action yesterday, and he nearly lost his encounter. He lost the first set, 4-6 in the first set, but he was still able to recover himself in the remaining sets. He won 6-2, 6-3, 6-2 to ensure that he was able to cruise past the first round. But that was not the case, because currently his wife is currently in the labor room, and she is going to put to bed very soon. Those that was one of the reasons that it was getting distraction yesterday.
It's definitely one of it is distraction, and then another one is rustiness. It happens when you come back from a long time injury, and you're not sure if your body is capable to go all the way. But we see it with Nadal. He's a fighter. He's very competitive, and he showed it here. Like, okay, his heads were not in it in the first set, and he came back in the second and the third set, and he proved why he's Rafael Nadal. He put all his worries aside of him, and he played what he loves doing. He did what he loves doing.
Well, for me, I would say that Rafael Nadal really showed professionalism. Really showed that yes, he's a professional tennis player. Imagine knowing that your wife is in labor, knowing that you need to be beside her or need to be where she is, or at least to comfort her, and then going out of that. Let's say the hospital and then playing tennis to entertain people. It must really be a tough one for him, but good one for him at least getting that victory in the first set, or rather in the first round of the US Open, and then moving on, advancing to this next round. Like Oscar rightly said, it may also be due to rustiness. Remember, he's coming back from injury, and what I feel is this: the likes of Rafael Nadal, Roger Federer, Novak Djokovic, Serena Williams, Venus Williams, and the likes, the legends we have seen in the world of tennis, I think they are now approaching their end in the sport. So perhaps we should stop giving them that, let's say, that standard that we have been giving them before. Now they have achieved everything in the world of tennis.
We should be able. So what you're saying is, whatever result we see from them, we should take it as it is.
It's like
high standards at this point.
It's like comparing let's say Messi and Ronaldo to perform the way they performed years ago. You can't expect such again because they have achieved everything. So the likes of Rafael Nadal and every player, or other tennis players that are great, that have achieved one on the other, we should not give them that standard again. But if we're going to give that standard, it should be to the new tennis players, likes of Nick Igorios and Alcaraz, and then and then good one for him. I just pray that perhaps this before the end of today we'll hear good news about his wife.
Let us see how it will go down for Rafael Nadal. His wife is currently in the labor room. She will soon put to bed. So definitely Rafael Nadal will be hoping to expect good news on both sides for both the wife and his new baby. Now, still talking about tennis, Stefanos Tsitsipas yesterday, he lost to Elan Elaigala 6-0, 6-1, 3-6, 7-5 in their own encounter. It was very, very shocking and surprising. The Greek man lost, and Nick Kyrgios was able to win his encounter against Stainis Koniakis 6-3, 6-4, 7-6. Brandon Nakashima won Pavel Kotov 7-6, 6-2, 6-2. Cameron Norrie, the British man, was able to defeat Benoit Paris 6-0, 7-6, 6-0. Carlos Alcaraz yesterday, he won Sebastian Baez 7-5, 7-5, 2-0. John Isner was also on winning streaks yesterday. James Duckworth was also on winning streaks, and also Jannik Sinner. Now, in the women's category, remember yesterday we told you that Serena Williams won her encounter. Ariana Sablenka won her encounter. Iga Swiatek had straight set victories 6-3, 6-0. And today, in the early hours of today, we're able to see Ima Raducanu lose her encounter, which was very surprising. She is the defending champion, and she lost at the first round to Alice Cornet, which was very shocking. She lost to Alice Cornet 6-3, 6-3. Now, my question is, Ima Raducanu winning the last US Open, was it a case of chance? It was just a chancy affair, or she is currently battling with something she's not telling anybody?
Well, I think when it comes to, we've established the fact that women's tennis is unpredictable. Like, there's no consistency there. But I saw a post where people were saying you should cut her some slack. I mean, she's still a teenager, she's still going through phases, those teenage phases and all whatnot. But then if you want to be the top, you have to be consistent. You have to keep doing this over and over and over again. At some point, she's lost a lot of matches this year, and at some point, people will move on to somebody else that they feel is more consistent. So I think whatever it is that she's going through in the background, she needs to figure it out as quick as possible. Do what the other greats do, you change your training regimen, you may probably change your coaching team, and then you put your all into it. Because I see why you come to a tournament you're expected to defend, and then you lose
at the first round.
It doesn't bode well.
Well, for me, I feel that and that are winning the US Open last year, maybe it's boiled out the fact that the big guns didn't perform in the last tournament in the US Open last year. They are the likes of Serena Williams, the likes of, let's say, Maria Sharapova, Victor Azarenka, they really didn't come win in that last tournament. And now, but yeah, that was what made her to win, to go all the way to win that tournament. Like Oscar Lee said, one thing about these young teenagers in the world of tennis, especially the women category, is that they lack consistency. I've said it about Coco Gauff. I said it about Imara Raducanu, and even Iga Swiatek. They lack consistency, and that is what let's say the likes of Serena Williams and Victoria Azarenka and Maria Sharapova always have. And that has always been put them at the top. So you like I said now. Perhaps she has something going on in her mind that she's not telling us, like rightly said.
But could it be the pressure from the media that is affecting her? Because I want to believe the pressure from the media is taking a toll on the lady.
At some point, you can say that because the hype she received last year
was just too much.
It was way too much for an 18-year-old. So the events she has to attend as the champion, all the hype, like this, you're going to replace this person. You know what happens when someone is compared to Ronaldo or Messi, that kind of thing. So it got to her. I think that's
well, for me, I don't think that the hype has anything to do with it. Remember when Serena Williams won her first major champion, that was in 1999. She received the same hype and she was able to maintain that momentum. So I believe it's just based on her not being able to handle the pressure. Oh yes, she was hype. Yes, she was given the, let's say, high standard in the world of tennis, but her not being able to let's say curtail that pressure, perhaps control that pressure. I think that was what is happening to her. And I like Oscar Lee said, perhaps she should change her coach, change her training pep, change everything concerning her. Perhaps get someone who can motivate her, give her that pep talk. Okay, yes, you are the best, you are the lady of the moment. This is how to handle pressure. Do this, and perhaps you will come good.
Well, the thing is, before Imara Raducanu entered this encounter, she had an issue with her hand. She sprained her hand, and it was of doubt whether she would participate at the US Open, but she was able to fight through injury and see that she participated. We'll be hoping to know if she will come out to make a statement saying what really affected her in this first encounter, for us not to be on assumptions and be on clear facts that this is what really affected you, and this is why you were not able to win your first encounter. Now, talking about those who change coaches, Naomi Osaka was not able to defeat Danielle Collins in the first round of the US Open. She lost in the early hours of this morning, 7-6, 7-6, and the fifth set, 6-3 to Danielle, which was so surprising. Now, Naomi Osaka, a two-time champion, not being consistent.
Okay, you see, it talk boils down to the same thing I was saying. So I remember Benjamin saying that Naomi Osaka is the one that will take over from Serena Williams. And maybe she had what she said and now is affecting her, because if you say it doesn't, everybody doesn't handle pressure the same way.
That is the thing. That is the problem.
Because I remember what was his name? This guy in Barcelona that even Messi came out to say this guy is a better footballer than me.
Bojan
Krkic. Bojan Krkic. Even Messi said this guy was better than me. Yes. Everybody built him to be like better than Messi, and then he couldn't handle the pressure. Yeah, he ended up, I think, in Stoke City, and
he ended up from Stoke. Therefore, Stoke, that was the forgotten
story of so I think once if you're not, like, you have to. The thing that people don't give like the likes of Messi and Ronaldo credit for is their mentality. Like, it doesn't even matter who they are being compared to. They just focus on doing their own work. So I think it messes with some people's head when you project them that forward. Like, Naomi Osaka is a wonderful tennis player. Imara Raducanu is a wonderful tennis player. It's not about luck. She didn't win that tournament out of luck. She played very, very well, extremely well. Naomi Osaka, wonderful tennis player. But the thing with the female part of this, the lawn tennis, is they are not consistent. They lack that consistency. It's not there. Serena Williams had that. You might chalk it up to her upbringing, but then. I don't know what
as a champion, you just have to live up to expectations.
Consistency is the key. You have to be consistent. If you're saying she should come and say this is the reason. I'm not taking any excuses. I won't take any excuses. The only one I'm going to take is that you're not consistent. You have to do something different. What you're doing now, it's not working. Change it. Do something different. Don't give any excuses.
Well, I think I should bring another example, and that was Anna Yanuza. When he first came to Man, he was just playing so well that the British media say, yes, this is the new Cristiano Ronaldo, Messi, all in one. But what happened? He was not able to handle the pressure. Now we hear that he's on a free transfer. That rest so that are not even ready to even give him that contract again, to renew his contract. And that is what Oscar Wright is saying currently, that tennis players, especially in the women's category of this generation, they don't know how to handle pressure. Now, Miyasaka, I will say this again. Let me give her the benefit of the doubt. She's still the person that I feel can replace Serena Williams. But with the way she's going, maybe I should begin to have doubts.
No problem. Let's see if you will still be having doubts. Still talking about tennis. Victoria Azarenka was able to win Ashley Kruger 6-1, 4-6, 6-2 to ensure that she moved into the second round of the US Open. Honors Jabua will be in action later today. Daria Singol will be taking on Rebecca Marino. Remember Daria Singol, she was the one who defeated Simona Halep in the first round, which was very, very, very surprising. We are also going to see Kobe Kokogov take on Elena Gabriela in her own encounter, and Caroline Gachta will also be in action. Now, moving over from everything that is happening in tennis, we'll be moving down to Africa this morning. Now, we'll still be talking about the NFF elections that will be coming up on the 30th of September. From tomorrow, it is countdown 29 days. As currently now, it is 30 days to go at this point. And now, there are issues from the NFF Federation saying that the Northern Caucus want a situation whereby that the presidency is going to come to the Northern Caucus, saying that Amaju Pinnick failed, and since he failed during his tenure as the NFF president, and he is from the southern zone of the country, that it will be difficult for power to go back to the southern zone in this NFF election. What will be your take on this morning?
Well, for me, I think that anything policy should not, this kind of thing should not even try it. You should not even bring this kind of politics to football. See, football is not something that we just play, okay, let us zone. It's not zoning. We need competent people. It doesn't matter where the person comes from, whether from the north, from the east, or from the south, anywhere. See, Muna, this is what I feel will be the end of football for Nigeria. If you try to experiment or okay, yes, Amaju Pinnick is from the south. Now, the next zone should be from the north. Who says that whoever comes from the north will perform well? See, this is not something that we should even consider at all. We should consider competency. We should consider someone who has that integrity, someone who can do the job. I don't mind if the person comes from the north. I don't even mind if the person comes from the south or southeast, or wherever the person might come from. Just, okay, yes, you have the manifesto, you can do the job. We have seen the credibility in you. Give me the job, and then we'll give you, and then we'll support you. See, this kind of thing should not even happen, because we have seen it in politics, general politics, and now you want to bring it in football. That means you want our football to be gone for good.
What is your take on this, Oscar?
I am going to be controversial. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do, because you know, the northern part of our beautiful game saying that it should come to the
Northern Caucus. Yes.
you see. Like, you see how that sounds, right? Because we're talking about the general elections. And when it comes to general elections, they are like, no, we should be talking about competency. It shouldn't be zoned to the... And now it has come to something they didn't have, and it has to be zoned to the... It's like they are contradicting themselves. So if we are saying we want competency, we should be flat all around whatever concerns us. So you can't come here and say, okay, we want competency, and then you come here, you want zoning. So if you are going for competency, it has to be competency. All right. If you are implementing the federal character, we have to implement it in all aspects of our life too. So you can't pick and choose. But when it comes to footballing reasons, I believe that even if it's going to go to the north, I think it's time we actually give this thing to somebody that knows football.
Thank you very much.
Find maybe one of our legends and give this thing to him.
That is the change everybody is clamoring for. But the big question is, do we see it happen? Because currently now we are seeing Peter Said either say he wants to come out to contest for this very election. We've not been able to hear any of the legendary players say that, okay, yes, we want to really come out. Who we are hearing is the former General Secretary of the NFF, Musa Amadu, and other candidates who are coming out. But we've not really heard that legend in the sport say that they want to.
And Muna, this is I think this is the problem currently, because if you are saying that okay, we want ex players, we want ex coaches, and they're not indicating interest, then I think then
these few who are indicating interest.
But
the support they are having is not as expected.
But my own concern is the presidency. See, you can have the vice presidents and the secretary general. These people are not really, they don't have that power that the president has. I feel that if there is any post that the ex players or ex coaches should go for, should be the number one position. That is the presidency.
And another thing is this. I don't, with our Nigerian legends, they're not doing well. I must say, because you saw Drogba retiring immediately and then going for it. Samuel Eto'o did the same. I don't understand why they are being relaxed about this.
Well, now looking at it from another point of view this morning, when you look at the former general secretary of NFF and every other person coming out, they feel that since they've been with the ex cabinets and the ex persons who were formerly in office, that there's every possibility they already know the pattern of the game and they can implement it.
It's like saying you vote Bola Ahmed Tinubu because he has been in APC. They are part of the problem. It's not like this. The cabinets they are part of did well. If they had done well, we'll be like, okay, let's just pick somebody from there to, for continuity's sake. But they have not done well. We need a change. We need totally scrap them. And then why is it? I don't think that if somebody like Kanwanko comes and say I want to be president, that he won't get the support he needs. Definitely. People will clamor behind him, and I don't know why they're not trained.
Who are outspoken.
Muna,
you don't just come out because you're needed. You need to be outspoken.
Muna, I remember telling you this. That sometimes it's not about we want to come out. The issue is this: will they have the right support? And now that's what you were clamoring about. It's not about them indicating interest. My only issue is this: with the way things are going, I don't think that even if an ex-player should come out, that support. I would like to tackle us down this. Sometimes football administration is not about. It's not normal football and maybe what to do on the football field. This is way beyond.
Let of Fields is doing well.
I believe that maybe that might have been a different issue, because Samuel Eto'o is a love footballer, someone that maybe has the support. But I think in Nigeria we play politics more in football administration than even
politics played on this.
You don't underestimate the power of the people. There will be an outcry online, and you will see it. It's going to affect the elections. People will come and be like, "This is who wants." That was what happened with Samuel Eto'o and Didier Drogba. It was the people. Yeah, they had their own politics, internal politics. But when this person
killed Didier Drogba in his
but when these people indicate the interest first, let it be that you didn't get it. But the fact that you're keeping quiet, you cannot say, okay, because I don't think my vote will count, I'll not go out and vote. No, you have to take the step first, and then if you don't get the backing, then we'll say, okay, he did this and he didn't get that. But the fact that you're inside your house and then you're saying, okay, if I come now, nobody will support me. How do you know? You don't know.
All right. I'm going to put you guys on the spot.
Okay.
Now mention 3 players who you feel can do this job.
Well,
3 ex-players.
The first thing is, if there was an ex-player who I felt would have done SNL work, he's currently late. His name is Stephen Keshi.
Okay,
he's very, very, very outspoken.
Yes,
because he did well with the Super Eagles when he was there, and there's every day we all know his capability.
If you're asking me that question, I wouldn't want to say this person or that person. Anybody that has played all over the world, if you've gone to Italy, England, you know how these things are done everywhere.
You've already been in the Super Eagles. You were with the Golden Boys.
Yeah, you played from the you played for the Super Eagles. Maybe you probably even played in our Olympics team. You played in England. You've seen how football management is being done.
Because it is who is on the pitch will be able to control the pitch.
See, I'm telling you, even if it was Mikel Obi, anybody that have traversed, world football, something that is outside of Nigeria, we need some people that have seen how others are doing it and then come to implement that kind of thing. Because I think the level of corruption in our NFF currently, it's appalling. We need a total change. Even if the change doesn't work, let's just do it first. We've done it with the presidency. We did it with Buhari. We don't know what the type of change he was bringing, but we wanted that change, and we've seen it. It wasn't good, but yet at least we tried.
Well, Muna, there's something I was going through a list of countries and their football federation. That most of the countries that are playing well today, they have ex-players as their president.
And the only way it can work.
Currently, I think if you going to players before, Pele was the football federation of Brazil. And look at what Brazil are doing. Brazil, and they did win the Copa America. They went to two finals. Won and lost the other against Argentina. Now and then they are qualified for the World Cup. They are doing well all around.
And the number one ranked country in the world.
And that is what an ex-player can do. See, like I would say, you cannot give what you don't have. These people that have been leading us, they don't know football. I must be honest. They don't know football. All they know is politics. Give me the money. Okay, this is money you need for competition. Yeah, take. Just mark money and then give them. Okay, do you have the skill? Do you have the creativity to tell them what to do, to put everything in place to show that we all do well in competitions? I don't think they have it. So we need someone who knows the beautiful game of football and who can take us to the greater heights.
And somebody that when they coach, he's saying, I've watched this player, I think he can do well. You understand what he's saying. It's not when the coach is saying, I scouted this player, you'll be like, no, he wouldn't fit into
and then you only select player based on bribery. You only select player based on player that got the money on the table, and then you take the players. See, in Super Eagles, I believe that there are some players that ordinarily should not be playing for Nigeria. But due to bribery, due to the NFF corruption, no, it's funny, but it's the truth. I don't want to mention it, but I feel that I know up to 4 or 5 players that shouldn't be playing for Nigeria, and whereas other players who are not playing currently for us are better than them.
But let's see how it is going to go down. Remember, this is still the countdown to the NFF election, which is to take place on the 30th of September. During the course of our programs from now to then, we will be looking at every candidate who will be vying for this very position, wanting to bring a change to our own footballing problems in the country. Now, still talking about on the last scene on Africa, this one, I'll be telling you that Assisat Oshoala is back in training. Remember that she left the Women African Cup of Nations after the first game for Nigeria, after she sustained an injury. But now the Barcelona feminine top goal scorer for last season, who won the famous Pichichi Award with 20 goals, is back, as the club announced via their Twitter handle, saying that their 5 times Women African Player of the Year record holder is back, and she is up and running, and she will be looking to make a return to her team. Now, Assisat Oshoala is not included in the Super Falcons list for their friendly against the United States of America, which is going to kick off on the 3rd of September, as she will be given time to recover. So that is how we will end it on the African scene. This one, now move over to the European scene quickly. We'll start off from transfers, where I'll tell you that Serginho Dest is now a possible option for Manchester United, as Eric Ten Hag says that he wants to play Serginho Dest as his right back ahead of Diogo Dalot in this current season. Quickly, what do you think about this?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of an upgrade to what they have currently, and I think it's a move Manchester United should be looking to make, because if currently there is a part in that their defense that hasn't been upgraded, it's that right back position. I think Malaysia I think he has made his stamp on that left side, and Martinez has taking over his own part of the field. So it's now left for Varane, Maguire, or any other person to
see the battle.
Yeah, complete that partnership. But then the right hand side needs an upgrade, really. Since Wan-Bissaka, I don't think he likes him. Yeah, it's not in his plans. So I think they need an upgrade. Even if it's not an upgrade, they need a challenge, because when somebody is the only one playing a particular wing, he brings laxity to that wing. So I think it's a nice move for Manchester United.
Well, for me, I don't appreciate the move, because I don't feel that Dest compare Dest to Dalot. I will always take Dalot. I always go for that. Better is you see. I don't know. Muna, you're just laughing because you're a Barcelona fan, right? You're a Barcelona fan. But
we see this morning. The problem Serginho Dest has is that Xavi doesn't want to give him that time, because he knows he's under the ropes in his job as Barcelona. So he needs instant players who can give him instant performance with instant results. That is 1. 2. Serginho Dest is a very fine young man who can play the number 2 position. But even Dani Alves had to come out to say that Serginho Dest, all you need is keep your head calm and be able to do the needful in the Barcelona team. But now, time is running out. Xavi needs instant players who can suit his system. And Test is not just that player, but he's still a good player.
Well, for me, I believe that him coming to Manchester United is going. I don't think it's necessary because we still have Dalot, who is playing currently well. I watched Dalot last month against Southampton. It was so incredible. Is this player that I don't feel that can have injury anytime soon. And then you have Wan-Bissaka rather. And then I wonder where we just fit in. Perhaps he's going to be a good addition. Perhaps he can play in the midfield or perhaps any other position. But that right back is really secure.
But the problem, the current thing is, if Manchester United are able to sign Sergio Dest, they will let Aaron Wan-Bissaka leave the team. And there are two options for Bissaka because West Ham and Crystal Palace wants to secure his service. The Crystal Palace wants to buy him back to the team. And West Ham wants to add him to the team. So let's see how it is going to go down for Bissaka in Manchester United, and just if he will make the last minute switch to Manchester United. Everly, if Manchester United brings a bid, Barcelona will definitely accept. Now, we're still moving on, talking about everything happening on the European scene. Southampton came from a goal behind yesterday to defeat Chelsea 2-1 at the St. Mary's Stadium. Raheem Sterling got the first goal in the first half, but the lead could only last for 5 minutes because after that, we were able to see Southampton peg them back after Romeo Latiba, the man on loan for Manchester City, a Belgian. He was able to score from the edge of the box yesterday, and before we knew it, Adam Armstrong was able to complete the comeback in the stoppage time of first half for Southampton. Quickly, Oscar, what could be the problem of Chelsea under Thomas Tuchel?
No, it's not even about could be the problem because immediately I saw the lineup, I came to Benjamin and told him that we are losing this match because immediately I saw the lineup and it didn't fill me with confidence. Like people I expected to be in the team, they were not in the team, and I don't know if there is something extra that Kai Havertz have been showing Tuchel on the training ground that we are not seeing, because currently he's been awful since the start of the season and he keeps making the team. So, but I don't know. Even when Bruja was introduced late in the game, he made an impact. Yeah. Havertz played the whole of the first half and into the second half didn't have a shot on target. Bruja came in and had a head and saved. So I don't know. I don't see what he's seeing because nobody. It's not just me. Everybody. We don't see what he's seeing. Why you keep Mount is not informed. He needs time on the bench. I don't know if he was not seeing it. Havertz is not that number 9 person. So I don't understand why he's not seeing it. He's been playing it, it's not working, and he keeps doing it over and over again. I mean, if by today Chelsea doesn't get a striker, I think they should just forget about this season and focus on the next one.
Well, for me, I always say this, that Chelsea are a team that cannot play without a striker. See, there are some teams that are very good without playing. Mention likes of Barcelona, mention likes of Arsenal, mention likes of, let's say, Man City. Yes, they can play without a striker and play convincingly well. Not Chelsea. Now, Chelsea have always had the problem. I think after Diego Costa left, they have not really gotten that 9 that really say that you can really rely on. I think it's better Chelsea go and get a real striker, not playing a false 9. Like Oscar said, Oscar said right now, he said that Kai Havertz was not informed, and I was, when he told me yesterday, I was like doubting him. But when I watched the match, I was like, okay, yes, this guy has really lost it. This is not the Kai Havertz we all knew. So Chelsea really needs to make some signings. They really need to beef up their attack. I think their attack is lacking that's a quality. You don't use that same this kind of attack to win games. Last night, aside Ryan Sterling's effort, I know that Chelsea really played anything well in that match. It was Southampton all through. It could have even been more if not for the likes of let's say the defense of Thiago Silva and Koulibaly. They really tried in that match, but the striking power was not just it.
Well, quickly looking at the results of matches that were played yesterday, Crystal Palace and Brentford played out a 1-1 draw in the Premier League. Fulham once again continuing their surprise start to the season. They defeated Brighton and Hove Albion 2-1, and Mitrovic was on the score. Is currently the Premier League. The highest goal scorer is Erling Haaland with 6 goals. Mitrovic occupies the second spot with 5 goals to his name. Southampton defeated Chelsea 2-1. We saw Joao Aribo in action, but he was not able to get on the score sheet. Leeds and Everton played out a 1-1 draw where we saw Alex Iwobi give an assist to Anthony Gordon in that very encounter. In the Italian Serie A, Sassuolo played out a 0-0 encounter against AC Milan, a game where Mike Maigana was able to save a penalty from Sassuolo to still keep AC Milan in contention. Inter Milan played out a 3-1 goal scoreline against Cremonese in the Italian Serie A, and Roma were able to defeat Monza 3-0, where Paulo Dybala was able to get a brace. Now, are we looking like seeing AS Roma give it a shot at the Scudetto title?
As long as you're being managed by Mourinho, you always have a shot at the title. It's the special one. He doesn't come to any team to play. He's a winner. So if it's not team, he's going to be gunning to win. So yeah, we might see them take a shot, and they have a very good team. People and they're underrated. People don't rate them in the
year. Kind of underrated.
So they are doing their thing low key. They're doing their thing low key, and nobody is even seeing it. And like Dybala has not gone into full gear yet. Tammy Abraham has not even started scoring. So I like the way they are going about their businesses.
When I always say this, that I don't think that Roma will maintain this team, will maintain this consistency, because remember, this is not the first time that they will start well in the league, and maybe towards the middle of the season, they start to perform woefully. See, yesterday I said is that I will be only impressed by their victory if they can win by 4 goals to 5 goals. And yesterday showed that Roma are not that team that can score much.
You know that Mourinho will never score 5-0.
But this is what a team. See, sometimes you win league by goal difference. I remember when Man City did that against Man United. That was in 2012. It was just by goal difference. We have seen people win league by goal difference. So you need to start scoring goals. Start scoring goals against these small clubs. See, I don't think that Roma are happening to do. They are just starting well. But I think before the end of the season, before the middle of the season, they'll really come down.
The credit you're not giving them is the Mourinho factor. Because you're saying score a lot of goals. When Mourinho was in Chelsea, he will tell you after the second goal that it's okay. But
after that Mourinho was there last season, what did he?
He was building a team. He was building a team. He was his first season. Mourinho doesn't win league. He used the first season to build his team, and then the coming one, he'll be doing it, and you will think, okay, he's not doing anything.
But I forgot that he spent 2 seasons at Manchester United. He didn't win any league
because it was Manchester United. No, don't defend that. It's because it was Manchester United.
Okay. Today is Wednesday, the first day in the month of August. Premier League will still come our way today. Arsenal will take on Aston Villa by 7:30. Quickly, your predictions. Aston Villa currently top of the table. They are enjoying the moment as it stands.
I don't know. Probably this gives Arsenal a reality check, but I still think they have enough in there. As long as they keep their players fit, I think these matches are the ones they're going to pick points in. But as long as no injury, they don't have any injury concerns. But I still think Aston Villa will give them a run for their money.
Well, man, I don't know what's up with Arsenal fans, because they feel that they've arrived. Okay, yes. As one Arsenal fan was saying, let the league end this tonight. Let's say now, because we have won the league. So they believe that maybe they're now the reigning team of the moment. But me, I believe that Arsenal will surely have it bad very soon, because
once one player get injured.
Yesterday, Oscar and I were comparing the depth in squad, and then we say, okay, remove Man City, remove Liverpool, and that team that have depth in squad might be Chelsea. Arsenal, Man U currently they don't have this, and that's what Eric Ten Hag is trying to do. So I believe that Arsenal may win this game. It's going to be a walk in the park for them. But the problem is, when they get to face big teams, can they maintain this momentum?
And then the injury issues, because I think if somebody like I'm even going to call if Gabriel Jesus gets injured and Thomas Partey, maybe somebody like
Thomas Partey is actually injured now.
Okay,
Mohamed Elneny is injured as well.
So you see, it has started. It does, because it's Arsenal. We know Arsenal. They're all going to get injured at some point. It happens. We see this over and over again. So if they're able to avoid those injuries, but if once he comes, especially in that back, if maybe somebody like Gabriel or Willian gets injured, you start seeing they'll start being wobbly and shaking and all those ones.
Well, still talking about the Premier League. Remember, Aston Villa 7:30. Bournemouth will take on Wolverhampton Wanderers. Remember, Bournemouth just recently sacked their head coach after their 9-0 drubbing loss to Liverpool on Saturday. 7:30 p.m. Cash Encounter. Manchester City up against Nottingham Forest by 7:30. Now,
another Erling Haaland hat-trick.
Nottingham Forest lost to Tottenham Hotspur across the weekend. Nottingham Forest are currently on the brink of making their 19th signing of the transfer market. They will face a brutal Manchester City team who will be able to come from 2 goals behind in their last 2 encounters to win. Now, Pep Guardiola, in his press conference yesterday, said they might not be too lucky the third time of asking. What do you think this game will be to us?
I think they are teasing. Manchester City are just teasing us. They let you take the lead and then they'll show you how to come back.
How
and
to
all
follow.
Yeah, but I think if I think Nottingham Forest with their coach with Cooper, they are doing something nice. If they are able, if they are able to survive this season and build on whatever their signings, you know, they are making many random signings who have not gelled as a team yet. If they're able to survive this season, even if they are not able to survive this season and they are able to keep this squad, if they are relegated and they're able to keep their squad, they are coming back next season and it will be a different ball game. Because I think that's what Fulham has learnt. They've learnt their lessons.
And that's
yes. The last season they were in the Premier League, they got relegated, but they were able to keep their squad, and now they have come back and you see how they are playing football. Attacking and
for me, I don't believe that anything let's say strange will happen tonight. It's going to be nasty all through.
No.
I just hope that it does not get to 9-0 or 10-0 because surely Ireland is going to be on the score sheet, at least score an hat-trick. But my hope is this: for the fact that we have some Nigerians like Imane Dennis and Taiwo Awoniyi, perhaps let's give them some benefit of the doubt.
7:30 Manchester City versus Nottingham Forest. West Ham versus Tottenham Hotspur by 7:45 p.m. Liverpool versus Newcastle United by 8 p.m.
That's
tonight.
another very interesting match. Very interesting
Make sure
match.
you're glued to your
If Liverpool sleeps on that match, they will lose it.
Let us see how it will go down. Make sure you're glued to your space tonight. In the French League 1, PSG will be traveling to Toulouse by 8 p.m. Lille will take on Nice by 8 p.m. where we are going to see Nicolas Pepe in action for Nice in that encounter, and for Lille, in the Italian Serie A, Empoli will take on Verona, Sampdoria will take on Lazio by 5:30, Udinese will take on Fiorentina by 5:30, Juventus will take on Spezia by 7:45 p.m. and Napoli will welcome Lecce by 7:45 p.m. Quickly, in transfer updates, it is currently a day to the deadline of transfer market. Quickly, what are we to expect? Everton are going to make a late move for Samuel Chukwueze of Villarreal. Fulham's Jose Coulibaly's deal is currently off the hook as a work permit has been rejected for Jose Coulibaly at this point. Bukayo Saka has hinted that he will be signing a new deal at Arsenal very, very soon. PSG have already announced the signing of Fabian Ruiz from Napoli on a 5-year deal. Harry Winks has joined Sampdoria on loan from Tottenham Hotspur. Leicester City are holding talks to sign Jean-Claire Todibo at this point. And I have to tell you that Nottingham Forest have agreed to sign Willy Boley from Wolves, and he is going to be their 19th signing, as I said earlier on. Regular has joined Atletico Madrid on loan. And I have to tell you that Manchester City are in talks to sign Manuel Akanji, Borussia Dortmund's centre-back at this point. And lastly, Williams with Eskong might be moving to Bologna as they have seen interest in signing the Nigerian centre-back. Hello, good morning to you. Hello, good morning to you. Well, 0815-1017-777 or 0907-112-1017. Let me get to hear your reactions this morning. Good morning, Mona, Oscar, and Benjamin. NFF presidency has expectedly taken political twists. As usual, let's hope credibility would be sacrificed for mediocrity, as we witness in the very, very last tenure. Many clubs will develop problems after the transfer window duration. Good luck to our Chance Super Eagles as they prepare to make the Black Olympics over the weekend. Also, Ensidawa from Aaron Dizago. Thank you very much for your message. Hello, good morning to you. Hello, good morning to you. Well, make sure that when you call, please, you kindly speak up. 0815-1017-777 or 0907-112-1017. Hello, good morning to you. Hello, good morning to you. Oh, sorry about that. You could also send your text messages on this phone lines this morning. Quickly, if you are watching us live on Facebook, you could also drop your comments in the comment section as well. Quickly, gentlemen, Manuel Akanji moving to Manchester City. What do you think of this deal? When you know you have able-handed centre-backs in your team in Manchester City.
I think Normal Guardiola is, defense has always been what gives him headaches. Like the last time he lost the league to Liverpool was because his centre back pair, one of them had an injury. So I think he's trying. Manchester City wants to retain the title. It's very obvious. So he's trying to plug all the leaks that might come up in that team, and that's what I'm seeing it happen. But Akanji is somebody that I don't think if he would want to come to a team and sit on the bench. But at the end of the day, it's still Manchester City.
Anything can definitely happen.
Yeah, you take that. Even if they come for you, if Pep Guardiola comes calling, I think you answer as a player.
Well, definitely still keep your calls coming through 0815-1017. 777 or 0907-112-1017. If you are watching us live on Facebook, you could also drop your comments in the comment section. Hello, good morning to you. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Happy New Day.
Same to you. Quickly.
Good morning. Welcome. Welcome.
You're welcome. Quickly.
I like what happened last night. Because this time, they are not laughing at us. As a common, something we cannot win. And last night, I saw the way they handled them. So that thing they were supposed to do, maybe they don't take that they can do. Manchester United did it. So I believe this season again, Man U will do well. I'm saying it. Take care. God bless you.
Thank you very much for your contribution this morning. 0815-1017-777 or 0907-112-1017. You could also drop your messages on our Facebook page as well.
Yeah, we have a message on Facebook from Daniel Praise saying, "Good morning, Mona, Benjamin, and Oscar. As a top fan, I must sincerely ask how you guys are doing. Based on the listed points and you guys have done justice to, I will start from the NFF part. The plan of shifting the presidency to the north is not a welcome plan. Football is not politics nor a power camp. This is football. Please, we need the competence. We need a competent person, the person that have the zeal and value, that has passed through footballing world. Secondly, I want to comment on yesterday's game. I'm not a Chelsea fan, but I keep saying this: if Chelsea refuse to sign a centre forward before transfer deadline, must surely affect them. Again, Fulham is really performing, proving powers this season. Frank Lampard has kept okay, I don't get that.
Has to try to keep
his job. Okay, yeah, Frank Lampard has to try to keep his job, and his job is at stake. Finally, I can't wait for my dearly Real Madrid and Manchester United to play. Gracias.
Thank you very much for your contribution on our Facebook page this morning. Well, quickly, we'll not be able to accommodate focus as we have already reached the end of the show this morning. But quickly, gentlemen, quickly, your last words before we call it a wrap up on the show.
Yeah, well, all I have to say is about our EPL matches going on forward. I just think that before the transfer window comes to a short, I think Chelsea should, they've done businesses already, but I don't think they've done enough. It's not enough yet. I know some people are not seeing it, but we still need a creative midfielder in that team, and then we need a striker as soon as possible.
Well, quickly, your last words, Benjamin.
Well, for me, I always say this: the NFF should not involve politics to our what do you call it, our football administration. We don't want nepotism. We don't want federal character. We don't want any kind of zoning. Let the competent people come out, and then whoever wins should carry the day. We don't want this let's say bias comment. No,
maybe Benjamin should run.
No. So that is it. So that's my last one today, Muna. Well, nice doing this with you.
Quickly, thank you very much for joining us this morning. It was fun. It was fun doing this video. Tomorrow we'll still make a return where it will be the first day in the month of September. We will begin and know that yes, September is fun part in terms of football because the World Cup is upcoming and every team is likely to exhaust themselves in the month of September. Currently in La Liga, 6 games will be played in the month of September, 3 La Liga games and 3 Champions League group stage games. So it is back-to-back football for those players who definitely will be affected by fatigue. But still, we'll still keep watching the beautiful game of football and still be following other sporting events. The US Open is still ongoing. Can Serena Williams win what is possibly be her last major title and call it a quit in her career. We will definitely be doing about that one. On behalf of Benjamin and Oscar this one, it is I, Mona, who will be telling you bye-bye for now, leaving you in the hands of Manchester City, who will then make the sky blue at the Etihad. We will know by 7:45 p.m. tonight. Thank you for joining us, and remember, keep staying sporting. Bye-bye for now.